Hi, my name's Michaela. I'm a student dietitian, and this week I'm going to be eating and training like Pamela Reif. So for those of you who don't know the app, there's an option where you can copy exactly what Pamela is supposedly eating and training for the week. So it'll give you a list of all the recipes and all the meals, and then also all the workouts that she's doing. So I'm going to start out with my workout today. I have 10 minutes of abs, 12 minutes of happy cardio, 10 minutes of HIIT, and 10 minutes of a waist training workout. So let's go. So I've done some of Pamela's workout videos before and I loved them. I think they're just the perfect amount of challenging, but they're still fun, and the music is amazing and the dancing is really fun. But oh my god, watching these videos back, they are so cringy. I cannot dance for my life. But if you've done her videos before, and if you haven't, I recommend you try it out. You will look and feel like a fool, but you get such a good exercise, you get such a good sweat on, and you actually really enjoy it as well. Like, I find these so fun, even though I rarely know what's going on. Okay, so workout done, time to have some breakfast. Today's breakfast is chocolate porridge. I'm gonna make mine in the microwave just to save time and cleaning. And yeah, let's get into it. So obviously nutritionally, there's a lot of carbs in this, there's a serving of fruit, but other than that, there's not much else. Maybe a little bit of fibre from the oats. So you're missing a little bit of fat. There's a tiny bit, I guess, in those chocolate buttons. And you're missing protein, but I'm sure throughout the rest of the day that I might catch up on those kind of nutrients, and then hopefully overall it'll be a little bit more balanced. So that's really good. You can really taste the banana, so if you don't like bananas, I recommend you swap it maybe with apple or some other sweetener. Maybe even dates would be really nice in this, but it's super chocolatey, super yummy. Next meal of the day, we're gonna have a snack. It is pink raspberry energy balls, which sound really interesting. So here are my little raspberry energy balls that I've made. Mine are a little bit small, so I ended up making 12 rather than 9. So I'd say they're about 50 calories-ish each. I'd say these would be really good for hiking or like going for a walk or something like that, where you need a little hit of energy. Similar to the breakfast, they're pretty high in carbs from the oats and the dates. You're going to get some fibre in there. With the raspberries and the dates, you probably, I'd say if you were to eat a couple, you'd get a serving of your fruit and veg for the day. And then there's a little bit of fat from the coconut as well, which is great. But they're still lacking a little bit of protein. So hopefully in the main meals for the rest of the day, we're going to be able to increase our protein intake a little bit, just to make it a bit more balanced. But these look really great. I'm going to have one now with the coffee while I do some college work. Then I'll probably have some a little bit like a dessert later on. Okay, so time to make the lunch. Apologies if you can hear the noise in the background. We have a washing machine in our kitchen, so it's a little bit noisy. I'm going to start off, I'm going to boil the pasta. I don't have spaghetti, so I'm using penne. I don't think it'll make any difference. And I'm going to boil the potatoes. I didn't have carrots, so I'm using sweet potatoes instead. We had roast dinner yesterday, so we finished all the carrots. So I think the potatoes are going to take maybe 20 minutes, and this should take about 10. So I'm going to go and boil those now. So I am vegetarian, so I'm going to be using corn pieces in place of the turkey ham that's in the recipe. So I'm just going to fry these up a little bit in a little bit of cooking spray, and I've chopped up my tomatoes ready to go. So let's see how this tastes. I'm going to try and get a bit of everything. I have to say it's pretty good. Kind of feels like it's missing like cheese or something. It's just a bit, I don't know, a bit watery. I expect it to be a bit more creamy. I'd say if you put parmesan or something on top, would be so nice. But it's pretty good, pretty balanced. You've got some veg, some carbs, some whole grains for some fibre. There's a bit of protein because of, obviously if you use the ham, there'd be protein there, or in the corn for me. Could do with a bit of fats, like a bit of cheese, like I said, or maybe even if you're vegan, some nutritional yeast. That would be really nice, but otherwise pretty good. Okay, so it's getting pretty late. I actually surprisingly haven't been hungry. I didn't really feel that full after the last meal, but I managed to stay until dinner time. So I'm making for dinner, it's this shashuka, I hope I'm saying that right, recipe, which is basically some vegetables. I'm using eggplant, I've chopped that up. Then you simmer that for a little bit, add some passata or crushed tomatoes, and then you're gonna add your spices and your herbs, whatever you want, and then it bakes in the oven with some eggs. So that should be really fab, bit of protein, bit of veg, exactly what I want right now compared to the earlier foods that were very carb heavy. So I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. So this is a pretty awkward clip, but basically my mum was cooking in the kitchen at the time, so I didn't want to make too much noise or disrupt her. But this meal was one of my favourites. I really enjoyed it. I love eggs, so anything with eggs is always good for me. And with the veggies and the tomato, it was just such a good dinner, such a good meal. Okay, so last meal of the day, apple crumble, yum. To be honest, I'm not even that hungry. I feel quite full after that dinner, but I'm gonna do it since it's on the plan for today. Okay, let's see how it tastes. Okay, so the apple is really good. The sauce is amazing. The sauce makes it. It would be horrible without the sauce. But the crumble I'm not too into. I use quinoa flour, so I think that's why it has a bit of a weird taste. But definitely with the sauce and the apple, delicious. Since I'm studying dietetics and I like to think I know a little bit about nutrition, I just wanted to include some facts or nutrition information on the meals that I ate. Obviously this is one day, it's not reflective of Pamela's everyday diet, it's not reflective of my everyday diet, but I just wanted to give just a little breakdown of what's in all these meals. So if you look at the percentage energy, the majority of the energy is coming from carbohydrates and fats, and then about 14% from protein, which might seem low, but that's actually pretty spot on with the recommendations, which is 15% of your energy should be from protein, 35% should be from fat, which it was slightly higher in this meal plan, and carbohydrates should be about 50%, which 46% is pretty much 50%. So then I wanted to compare the meal plan to what my estimated dietary needs are. Everyone's are going to be different. Pamela's will be different, yours will be different, mine will be different. I'm quite tall and I'm quite active, so mine might be a little bit higher than some people, whereas someone who's more active than me or someone who's male is going to have much higher needs than I do. So calorie wise, this worked out at about 1,874 calories. My needs are closer to 2,200. If I'm more active, maybe even more. So this meant that I was under eating by about 338 calories, to be exact. So that would result in weight loss for me, but 1,800 calories could be weight gain for someone else. So really you'd have to adjust the portion sizes, the snacks, all these kind of things based on what your needs are. But it's really great that she includes the nutritional information so that you're able to do that for yourself. And then lastly, I just wanted to look at how this meal plan would help me meet my protein and fibre needs. Fibre, you can see amazing. The recommendation for everyone, or all adults at least, is 30 grams per day, and this meal plan had just over that, closer to 35. Whereas the protein didn't quite meet my needs, so that's calculating it at 1 gram of protein per kilogram of my body weight, which is 78 grams. This got me closer to 63. So especially since I was doing her training program as well, I would need a little bit of extra protein. So whether that's through a shake or a bar or through food itself, maybe adding more chicken to the lunch or having more eggs with the dinner, I'd need to kind of boost that to get my protein requirement for the day. Besides the nutrition being pretty balanced in these meals, I also found they're really easy to cook, and I was able to adapt them a lot based on the foods that I had and that I was able to buy, and the foods that I like myself. Training wise, I really enjoyed the workouts. I've done them before, so that's not really a surprise. I especially love the cardio workouts where there's a lot of dancing and things. You get to try something new. And the resistance exercises are always challenging, but I felt like I'm slowly improving as I keep going. I'm going to be continuing to eat and train like Pamela for the rest of the week, or at least for 5 days, and we'll see how we get on. So I don't want to talk too much about it here. I'll talk about before and afters and my overall experience at the end of that video. So if you're interested in seeing how I get on, make sure you subscribe, like this video so I know, and comment down below what you thought. I also have an Instagram if you want to check it out, where I have nutrition facts, information and healthy recipes. So that is at Michaela Nutrition. So I'd love to see you guys follow me there and try out some of my recipes. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!